very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. At onset, I'm extremely pleased to share that Treasury Consulting Group is almost on the verge of launching 3 more video courses. The details of these video courses would be coming very soon in public, and I think the shooting would be starting somewhere in the last week of this month, and probably by end of next month, which is March, we would be able to complete the shooting of our all 3 video courses. And besides that, our TRFX Academy is now on the verge of 100 plus private videos, and the target is really clear, which is by December 2021, precisely around 10 months from now, we would be having at least 1000 plus private videos on our TRFX Academy, which is nothing but our OTT platform and EduLearn platform. As we speak, TRFX Academy is having around 14 different series, which is basic series, advanced series, exotic series, clientele series, PPP series, valuation series, wealth management series, and there are multiple series which we have. And we would love to expand the quantum of the series. Very recently, the world faced a big issue, which is the hype created by apps, Reddit, Robinhood. I called Elon Musk also as an app. Although I shot a video on Elon Musk whereby I open challenged Elon Musk, and I'm 200% sure that Elon Musk is not going to be replying on this video. I'm 200% sure. Because how can that possible that somebody is deliberately tweeting on his Twitter handle and the pricing of that asset class, whether it is crypto or any stock, goes up? It means that there is a substantial lobby which is behind that, and he is deliberately writing a tweet, and after that the price goes up. Anyways, sooner or later, the retail investors across the globe will understand these things. And like in 2008, if you told anybody that LIBOR, London Interbank Offer Rate, is a scam, people definitely disregarded you. Today, the world is moving to RFR, risk-free reference rate. One of them is SOFR, Secured Overnight Financing Rate, ESTR, TORA, CARON, total 9. Similarly, if you told anybody that 1MDB scandal, in fact, JP Morgan, HSBC, you just name the bank. You just name the bank and open the Google. And do not forget the big fours. Very recent is the Wirecard scandal of Germany. So, whenever these things happen, people believe that it is actually happening in a natural way. But the reality is that it is not natural. That is the most important reality. It is actually not natural, to be honest. Nowadays, there is definitely a hype created by a few apps, Reddit and Robinhood, and the so-called tweets by Elon Musk. But one thing which I'm getting as a feeling is that the high frequency traders or a lobby of high frequency traders are playing a very important role in that regards. Because, I was on my Reuters and I checked the price of GameStop and silver, basically two, GameStop and silver, those who got the hype. And on Reuters, there is a functionality called tick by tick chart. And I use that functionality, and I got to know that the ticks are not moving in a random direction. Ticks are moving in a unilateral direction. Actually, what happened? Example, I just create a hypothetical example. Today, I come in public domain and say that Just a hypothetical example, XYZ stock will crash. People who trust me will start selling XYZ. People who do not trust me, they take an advantage of that and they wait for this stock to come down and then they buy this stock. Well, whether my research is right or wrong, only the time will tell. Now, what happened when these apps created hype? Let's take GameStop and let's take silver as an example. Ideally, the tick chart should be in a random manner. It means somebody buying, somebody selling, somebody buying, somebody selling. Example, silver. Silver was around 24.5, something like that, when this hype created, and in a span of time silver turned out to be 27.5, which is around three big figures. Now 24.5 to 25.5 means one big figure. So from 24.5 to 27.5, it is around three big figures. Silver got up, and that too in a span of time. So guys, what had happened? I look at the tick chart and I know it is a really time consuming exercise, but really an interesting exercise. And I'm sure that 99% of the people, those who are watching this video, they even do not know how exactly tick charts look like and how to evaluate a tick chart. Guys, whether it's a US stock, it's an Indian stock, it's a commodity, it's a CFD, contract for differences, it's crypto, or could be anyone. To a larger extent, I'm not saying 100%, to a larger extent, using a tick chart in an appropriate way, and by the way, you should know how to handle tick chart, that's very important. Using a tick chart, either your Reuters or Bloomberg, you can get to know how things are moving. And I think that, I believe that tick chart is one of the finest invention, amongst the finest inventions we have in the world of finance. So when I was watching tick chart, I was very clear that just before this hype was created in silver, a lobby was waiting to buy that. And that lobby cannot be retail investors. That lobby is definitely high frequency traders. High frequency traders have capability to put millions and millions of orders in 1 second, and you even can't, by the time you think, they place the orders. Because moving silver from 24.5 to 27.5, GameStop and two more stock, it is really not an easy job. Retail investors cannot get this done. Yes, I agree that maximum retail investors can do 24.5 to 25.5, maximum 26, but taking this to a higher level, and more importantly, I don't know whether you understand this or not, which is, I would say the support. Example, what I was watching in the tick chart is, when silver was 24.5, it went to 25, it automatically created a support of 25. It means whatever happens, it will not fall before 25. Then it will go to 25.5, which precisely means it created a support of 25.5. Slowly, 27.5. But guys, the very important thing is, who created this support? Who created this support? Retail investors cannot create that support. They don't have the money. They don't have the firepower. It's a common sense that if silver was 24.5, due to the hype created, it went to 25, and immediately 25 is the support. The time it goes to 25.5, 25.5 is the support. It clearly suggests that the high frequency traders are there in this issue. They were aware that this is going to get happen. As soon as silver hit 25, they created a mechanism which I cannot explain on the video. Maybe in the later series I'll try and explain. They created a mechanism whereby 25 turned out to be a support level. And when silver reached 27.5, many people like me came in public domain and warned people about a possible hype created by apps. Still, silver continued to maintain 27.5 for at least 2 more days. As far as I understand retail investors, to be honest, I knew one thing, that retail investors, after getting a warning, always love to quit. If I am a retail investor, I invested in silver at 24.5. Now it is 27.5, which is three big figures. And I got a warning on social media, not by me, by various people, that it's an high. I love to quit. I really love to quit. I got the profit, guys. Why I'm going to be in the business? But it continues to maintain a support of 27.5 for 2 days. I think that I definitely challenged Elon Musk. I'm going to be challenging few more people very soon. But one thing I clearly understand is this lobby is not only running by venture capitalist and private equity player. Elon Musk is a very small part of which, by the way, he is doing using tweets. There is a big high frequency trading forums who are before this, because they are the real game runners. And before I close the video, let me also tell you one very important thing, which is that in high frequency trading, there is a thing called order execution. Order execution, people believe that it is only done by the high frequency trading firm. No, guys, it is not always by them. Actually, in HFT, sometimes it is done by the brokers also. Example, I'm just creating a hypothetical example. There are 5 people who are on Reddit or Robinhood. They got the hype. They went to their brokers, could be anyone, say Interactive Advisors.